Good morning, students. Myself Kamal Nath. I welcome you in the class of English. Student, this is the first video session of this week, and this will conclude your story, whole story. We are going to start chapter 2 of your Gulmohar, the Master Artist. It is another interesting story. Like the first one, you enjoy an uncomfortable bed. This story is written by Carol Moore. So first, let us know about Carol Moore, and then we will proceed to the story, what the story tells us, how the story entertains us. Carol Moore. Here is the biography that I have collected for you. First, let us know the early life and education. She was born in 1871 and died in 1894. Carol Moore was born in Limerick, Maine. She had 7 older brothers, and she was the only surviving daughter of her father, Luther Sanborn, and her mother, Sarah Barker Moore. She was very close, emotionally close to her father, and hoped to follow his footsteps as a lawyer. Her father was a lawyer, and she had no doubt ambitions. She has the dream to be a lawyer. She became the lawyer. She was the creator of the site Children's Story Books Online. She is the creator of this site. She created the site to fulfill her lifelong dream of writing stories for children. And that's why she created this site, that is Children's Story Books Online. Let us know some very specific things about Moore, what she thought about children. Moore developed a set of standards that she called the 4 respects. What were the 4 respects? Here I explain you all. Respect for children. She wanted children to be treated as individuals and to be treated seriously. That was her first rule, respect for children. First standard that she made, 4 out of 4 respects, that was respect for children. She wanted children to be treated by the people as individuals and to be treated seriously. Respect for children's books. Moore was adamant that books for children should be well written, factually accurate, and should not mix fact and fantasy. Third respect. Respect for fellow workers. She insisted that the children's library be viewed as an integral and equal part of the complete library. And the 4th one standard was respect for professional standing of children's librarians. Moore felt that the profession must recognize children's librarianship as a professional specialty. Here we are now proceeding towards the story. The story she had written for you, written for us, to entertain and to learn. Every message has a very subtle message, and we have to explore, we have to understand, we have to find out what is the theme on which just a character, on which feature the writer, the author focus and throw the light in the story. The main 2 characters of the story are Bartoli and the artist, who is here the master artist. Bartoli was a rich Italian patron Patron is what? A lover who respects the artists and love art. So Bartoli was a rich Italian patron who was very ambitious. He wanted his portrait to be made on the big wall of his dining hall so that people could see it. Whoever would come and would see in his dining hall would see and would be forever and ever. It was his ambition. It was his dream. To fulfill his dream, he called the artist, the same artist which is here mentioned, the master artist. So he sent for the master artist who was going to retire in 1392. He was great artist. He had become old and he was going to retire in 1392 in May, in the month of May. So when he was called there, Bartoli sent for him and told about his dream, about his ambition, what he wanted from the artist. He listened very carefully. In the beginning, the artist denied. He didn't accept. He hesitated, telling that he had become tired. He had become very exhausted from his long just time of his work, long duration of his just profession, and wanted to rest now. But he saw that Bartoli was disappointed. He became very sad. So he agreed to make his portrait, putting some condition. He agreed that he would make his portrait. But before he started, he put some condition. What the condition was? What he wanted? He told Bartoli that he would make his painting if nobody would come to see it until it was complete. He put this condition before him, that he would start the job only, he would start making the painting only if nobody would come to see what he was doing, how he was making, how the painting was. And at that condition only he would start making his portrait. He could allow anybody only if the painting was complete. He would give the final touch to his work. He told Bartoli that he would make his painting if nobody would come to see it until it was complete. Not even Bartoli could be able to see his painting before its completion. He told that even Bartoli could not see his own painting before its completion. Instead of his work, whatever work he was going to do, making of the painting, he didn't want anything. He only demanded food and a bed. There only, in the dining hall where he was going to make the painting. So let us see how he started the work. What happened later? The artist told him that he wanted to use his abilities to the fullest. Why did he told so? That nobody could come and see the painting? Just because he gave explanation. He told that he wanted to use his full just artistic just talent, whatever he knew. He wanted to use his fullest ability, and so he didn't allow to come before his work was complete. He restricted him not to come, and that's why come while he was making the portrait. He went to the hall and saw the 20-foot tall wall. The wall that was in the dining hall where the painting was to be made was 20 feet tall. When he saw such wonderful space, he thought that it was sufficient space to give his imagination wings. He started his work and continued making it for several months. It took several months. He started making, he stayed there, and before started to make the painting, he drew 20 feet curtain so that the big curtain could hide whole wall. Nobody could see from the gate of the room. If anybody would come there, nobody would be able to see what was made on the wall. So he drew a big curtain. The curtain was covering whole wall. So when he saw such wonderful space, he thought that it was sufficient space to give his imagination wings. Means whatever he had in his mind, the concept of the painting, he could draw it to the fullest. He could put all his imagination, all his talent, all his effort, all his experience, and all his artistic approach in the painting, because he has got sufficient space. He started his work, continued making, and that's why it was taking time. He was doing very minutely. This was the first time that he had got the time and space according to his wish, according to his desire. He wanted to express his imagination. He was working under the organization that was called Guild, and that Guild organization had restricted the artist to draw the painting following some certain norms and rules. They could not go beyond those rules, whatever were set for the artist to work in their field, in that area. And that's why he was not able to do anything. He was not able to draw such any painting, any portrait in his life in which he could give his full imagination. And so this time he was very happy that he had got the sufficient space and enough time so that he could give the concrete form to his imagination, to his dream. After a month, Bartoli came there, standing behind the curtain. He tried to peep, behind the big curtain which was covering the entire wall, in which the painting was being made. He asked the artist, Bartoli asked the artist how the work was going on. Whenever he came from behind the curtain, he asked the artist. He knew that he was restricted not to go. Otherwise, the artist would have stopped working. So, from behind the painting, he used to ask the artist how the work was going on, how the painting was being made. The artist every time answered from behind the curtain that it was quite well. His work was going well. It was no doubt in development. The artist told him that it was taking time to complete the painting because he was following the pattern of his great teacher, Ambrosio Lorenzetti. He had learnt his art, all the experience of art, learning of all artistic talent under the great teacher, under the great artist whose name was Ambrosio Lorenzetti. So he took his name and told that he would not try to dishonor the name of his great teacher who had taught how to draw, when to fast, in which to really be slow, how the painting was to be made, how the different materials was to be made, and that's why he described everything to Bartoli and gave the reason why he was taking time, why it was delayed. Bartoli returned from there unwillingly. Every time he listened the same thing, and he had become now fed up. He was so much now curious to see how the painting was made, how it looked. So every time he came, he asked the questions and returned unwillingly, reluctantly. In this way, several months passed, and every time Bartoli came and asked him how the work was going on. When almost a half a year went by, means when 6 months almost passed, Bartoli marched in, means Bartoli now just entered the hall. He did not stop. He did not just follow any rule now. He entered the hall and demanded, to see his portrait. The artist at last told him that he could see the portrait. He was angry, he was irritated and annoyed. Now he didn't stop, and he didn't want to stop. His patience has now just gone beyond, and that's why he wanted to see. But the artist allowed him that he could see his portrait. And the moment Bartoli saw his painting on the wall, he became very angry. He couldn't understand what the artist had made. He told him that he was not an artist. He became very angry when he saw his painting. He became very angry. The moment Bartoli saw his painting on the wall, he became very angry, very raging. He couldn't understand the painting. What the artist had made, what the painting was expressing. He told him that he was not an artist. He became very angry and told the artist that he was not an artist, maybe a thief or a madman. He called him a thief or a madman in irritation. Why? Why had he become irritated and annoyed? Why didn't he like the painting the artist had made on the wall? Actually, the artist had made the painting to fulfill his long desired dream, his own long desired dream. And that's why he had told in the beginning him that Bartoli didn't need to sit to give any pose. He told that I have already your full image in my mind. You don't need to sit there in any pose so that I can see and make you. In the beginning, he denied. Actually, the artist got an opportunity to express his strong desire, long dream he had in his life to make his painting in his own way, in his own expression, according to his own dream, what kind of painting he likes to make, which he was not able to make because of the restrictions of the guild, the organization. And that's why the painting he had made was not what Bartoli liked. The painting was made in the form of cubist expression. The expression that was what just of modern art. He had made it almost 500 years too early. The writer is telling that the time that was to come, the artistic era that came after 5 years, he had imagined 5 years early, and he had made the painting in that point of view of art. He was 500 years too early, and that was the reason that it was expression of modern art. Okay, it was expressing modern art expression, which Bartoli couldn't like at all, because he didn't understand that. He didn't understand the painting, and that's why he became very raging, and he had told him, "You leave tonight, otherwise I will throw you out tomorrow," to the artist, due to this reason. Here, the story simply concludes that we sometimes has some approach, some view to express, but we don't really find the opportunity. We are not provided such a chance, such a scope, so that we can express ourselves. Very few are there, few people, those who are able to do so. Some of the people are restricted to work under some guidelines, and that's why this artist was also working in the guideline of the guild, that was an organization of the artists, and some certain guidelines and codes were made which all the artists of that period had to follow, which he had also been following during his long life working as an artist. So this moment when he got an opportunity by Bartoli to draw the painting on the wall, he became very happy and drew it, made it, expressed his own thinking, his own imagination, and he gave the imagination wings only in the full form. This is what the story. So I am sure you must have understood whole story, the master artist, and certainly I will explain you this story line wise in online class, and after I have finished you will get question answers in PDF forms, and I will explain as well. So thank you students, thank you all being with me so long, listening the story. Thank you all.